What up, YTBC? What up, boxing fans? I gotta make this video, man. Supposedly, Danny Jacobs is asking Gennady Golovkin for $3 million to make the fight happen for his purse. And to some people, this number may seem like a big number. This number may seem like, oh man, you don't deserve $3 million. But the thing is, you can't go by what you think of the person. You have to go by what the facts and stats are. All right? You go by their resumes and their track record. Danny Jacobs just fought Peter Quillin. And guess how much money he made in that fight? Guess, just guess. Have a guess. Have a go at it. I'm going to give you like 2 seconds. Well, Danny Jacobs and Peter Quillin both made each $1.5 million purse. That was the purse, was $1.5 million for each of them. All right? Now, that was just a fight for the regular belt for the WBA. All right? Now, if you're fighting Triple G, who has most of the belts, and will be a bigger fight, wouldn't you expect him to get paid more than $1.5 million? Somewhere around the range of 2.5. I mean, it's a bigger fight. It's a much bigger fight. And it could be on HBO. See what I'm saying? So wouldn't this fight require to get paid more? Shouldn't he be paid more for this fight? When people come around talking, oh, he don't deserve $3 million, but he just fought for 1.5. If he's gonna fight for titles, his stock should increase. Shouldn't be getting paid the same 1.5. At least he should be getting $2 million. At least the minimum he should accept for this fight. If he really doesn't care about his stock growing, should be $2 million. But in reality, he should be getting paid somewhere at $2.5 million, $3 million. And Triple G, from his fans' standpoint, is a draw, right? He's a big name. He don't fight nobody because he don't bring no money in, right? I mean, with talk like that, $3 million should be nothing. I mean, if you're talking about you won't fight Andre Ward because he don't bring in no money, then I mean you must be a top draw. You must be at least a good draw. See, if a man was fighting before and he made $1.5 million and you that good of a draw, you should be at least able to increase his money. You know? You should be able to increase his gains. I guarantee you, Danny Jacobs fight Canelo, he's making over $3 million. Because he just fought for $1.5 million. He has that on his resume. I fought Peter Quillin. I got paid $1.5. If I'm stepping up in competition for belts, I should get paid more for my services. It's the same thing. If you got paid, let's say you got paid $15,000 to build a regular size pool, right? And then you got a rich person now who wants you to build this crazy ass pool, but you got on your resume that, look, the regular pools cost $15 million. Don't think I'm gonna do this big freaking pool for you with jacuzzi and everything only for the exact same price. It's gonna have to increase. It's the same thing with boxing. Your resume speaks for you, and it allows you to increase your gains. You don't expect Fury to go back to making the money he was making before he fought Klitschko. You don't expect him to go back down to half that money. You see what I'm saying? Because he now has a standard that he has to go by. All right. If you made $1 million in a fight, the next fight you're going to fight, unless it's somebody that below the person you fought and made $1 million from. If it's somebody considerably about the same, then you got to make the same money. But if somebody in a higher echelon, you got to make more money. So $3 million to me is not a big deal. And to me, I think he's he raised the number just so he can get negotiations. All Triple G has to do is counter with 2 million, 2.5. And we can get the show on the road. I mean, Triple G's a big star, isn't he? He wouldn't fight Walker because Walker wasn't bringing no money, right? He wouldn't go to 168 because Walker wasn't bringing no money. And I'm sure Walker would definitely bring more money than Jacobs. But he wouldn't fight Ward because Ward wasn't bringing no money, right? But if that's the case, if you're going to fight Danny Jacobs, you should be able to increase his ends because you're saying that you are bringing in more money than Ward, right? Ward opponents get paid. They don't get paid less. I know Ward opponents that get paid more than $1 million. So if that's the case, you should have no problem giving Danny Jacobs $2.5 million, $3 million. I just want to sit back and see what Triple G's next move is, man. Because he's running out of time, bro. He's running out of time. He's going to be sitting there like Amir Khan with his ass up, face in the dirt, all lubed up, like 78 said, waiting for Canelo. Fighting bums, waiting for Canelo. And now he's a perfect opportunity for him to fight a guy who's decent. And Danny Jacobs. Perfect. The guy's not asking for 10 million like Quillen. He's asking for 3 million. Because he just made 1.5 a couple weeks ago. Well, a week ago. I think, yeah, a week ago, a couple weeks ago. He made 1.5 million. So 3 million is nothing. Especially if you promote the fight the right way. The king of Brooklyn. The king of Brooklyn versus Gennady Golovkin. I mean, it sells itself. Danny Jacobs, cancer survivor, king of Brooklyn versus Gennady Golovkin. It's the survivor versus the destroyer. Come on, man. But anyways, man, let me know what you think. But in all honesty, Gennady Golovkin is running out of time, man. He's running out of time. Canelo's not going to fight you. Everybody knows this. He's not going to fight you. And instead of you sitting there fighting bums, get at Jacobs, get at Lara, or, hey, do what the big boys have always done. Do what Roy Jones did when he didn't have a name to fight. Moved up to fight James Toney. You know what I'm saying? And he was a middleweight. He moved up to super middleweight to fight James Toney so he can get that name on his record. Because James Toney was the man at 168. He was the man. The man. All right? Do what the big dogs did. Do what Evander Holyfield did when there was nobody from the fight at cruiserweight. Moved up to heavyweight. All right? If you want that name on your resume, you want to become a cash cow, and the guy in lower weight classes won't fight you, move up. There are people up there that can make your name, give you prestige. Like Ward will give you the prestige you need to become that guy. All right? Mayweather did it with Oscar De La Hoya. Pacquiao did it, moved up, even though it was a catchweight, but he moved up anyways, and you got to respect him for it. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard moved up for Hagler. James Toney moved up for Holyfield. I'm just saying, man. Look, this guy's running out of time. And if he stays in the sport for 2 more years and fighting nobody, you know what's going to happen? Father Time is going to catch that. He's going to catch that left hook from Father Time, that left hook right hand combination. He's going to catch that left hook right hand combination from Father Time, and it's going to be all over. And then Canelo's going to rape his ass. And then once Canelo's done with him, right? Because they're going to abuse him. They're going to abuse him 2 years from now in the negotiation tables. If you don't got no resume. They're going to abuse him, rape him, send the leftovers to the 168 because he ain't going to fight nobody else. They'll send him over to 168 so DeGale could beat the shit out of him. And Ward will probably abuse him too. Make him come up to 173 and abuse his ass. And that'll be it. He'll just be a guy who had belts, who never fought nobody. And when he did, he got his ass beat. That's what's going to happen. And I hope that's not the case. I hope he gives Danny Jacobs a chance. He turns around, maybe gives Lara a chance. Because Lara's at 160 now. So if Lara was joking about fighting, if people thought Lara was joking about fighting Gennady Golovkin when he was at 154, he moved to 160 where you're at now. He's in your neighborhood. You know, it's like somebody who got beef with you, talking over the phone or whatever on the internet, but he's miles away from you, right? And all of a sudden one day he comes around your neighborhood. He's riding around on a bike, circling your house. So he must have been serious about fighting you, because he showed up to your neighborhood, your neck of the woods. Anyways, man, let me know what you think. This man does not have a long time in front of him. He's 34 years old. If he waits, he'll be 37 with shaky knees and lost all his reflexes. Anyways, man, let me know what you think. I'm out. Peace.